showing this one. There we go. There's that thing that's weird, but here we go. Get my friend to come on up. Where is my avatar and why do I look this way? I can't send it to you that way. Okay. I don't know why I look this way, but okay, here we go. Let's see. We put that on stage, but where is my, there we are, show on stage. There we go. We'll delete that. Okay, let's get rid of this one. There we go. There she is. Hey, girl. I'm trying to get myself back on.
Hey, girl.
Find me. It's like it won't show me. It's showing everything else. Okay, here we go. Let me get rid of this. See, when you do edit avatar and you try to add me, it just won't show up. Let me see. It won't do that one either.
What about you just go back to sign in?
Yeah, because I don't want to throw us out because we're already live. I just can't get right. You know how that goes. Let me go. I think it's
That's
right
okay.
here.
You get it.
You're going to cook dinner tonight? What you going to make?
I'm just going to make tacos. Yeah, nothing exciting. Just tacos. It's a belated birthday dinner.
Oh, nice. We are going to make Mexican food tomorrow night. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with this. It's really just.
I can't find this on YouTube. I know we're on because.
Okay, I know I did not.
I know I got the alert on my phone, but I'm on my laptop and I'm not finding us. Let's see. Let's try it again.
Okay.
There we go.
Why can't I fix this? Oh, right here. Maybe it's this. Let me see if we can fix it right here. See the little hand thing right there? Delete. I want to delete.
Oh no, she'll be back. She's trying to get her avatar on the screen, so she'll be back. Everybody's probably out doing their Christmas shopping, trying to get everything done. Going to the grocery store to get the last minute items, last minute gifts. I went out yesterday and oh my gosh, I have never seen such mayhem. Just absolute mayhem. Insane. I was at Target and there was probably 200 people in line to pay. It was just awful. By the time I got through, I was having a massive anxiety attack. It was horrible. I don't people very well. Do not people very well. Hopefully nobody's experiencing that. We are preparing for a big storm here in California, which is nice because we've had weather that's been in the 80s all week, so it hasn't felt like December. So everything's getting really overcast and windy, and notices from my internet provider, we may be experiencing some outages, so they're really preparing for a storm here. It's supposed to last all week. So I know that's something to complain about when there's people in the world that are under snow and there's people in the world that are starving to death. Oh, she's doing some changes. I see stuff coming on. So she's doing something. She's trying to get it all figured out. She'll get it. Oh, new background. She's getting there. Hopefully some people can come in and join us today. I know it's a busy time of year though. Especially last minute. And unfortunately, people have to wait till the last minute because finances are so difficult for everybody. I mean, the thought of doing Christmas when you can hardly pay for your groceries is a little stressful. You know, things need to change. They need to change quick because people just aren't going to be able to get through. And I'm sure the rates of self-harming and all of that, I'm sure they go up this time of year, which is really tragic too, because people just can't keep up. They can't do what they want to do for their families, and it's just such a big mess. Such a big mess, but
okay, yay!
There she is.
There we are. We're all fixed now. Yay. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
I just kind of we talked about it, and then I went and started getting myself pulled together, and then I had to pick this one thing up, and then my brother called. Look at that right there. That doesn't belong
That's
there.
why I texted you. Did you schedule it?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I texted you about 10 minutes till. Did you schedule it?
Okay, I'll tell y'all what happened. So my brother's son is 18. He's graduated from high school early. He went to his very last day of school to go take one final. He is on his little scooter thing because none of those kids drive. I mean, they all live real close to this high school. It's in a small town in Texas. Well, he gets on this little scooter thing and he's heading over there, and he just doesn't even stop at the stop sign. Well, there's a car. So he runs into the car.
Oh my
and
God.
At first they said he had 2 broken wrists and a broken nose. Well, then it came out to be he had something in his hand broken and a broken nose, but he's fine. Okay, so he's very fortunate. He's very, very fortunate that this is how it turned out.
Oh God, yes. Oh, he could have broken his neck.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been 1 second difference. The car could have ran over him. So,
oh my God, that's terrifying. You get that call as a parent. That's just terrifying.
It does. I mean, because here's a weird thing about it's a little thing about our family. So in our family, there's always been one generation of where one of the sons passes away. So I've lost a son. So we don't think it was going to happen again. Then this car wreck happens and my brother's panicking like crazy, right? But anyway, so he goes to the doctor and he ends up like that. But my brother calls me and he says, listen, I called the cops and they won't talk to me because he's 18 years old. And he starts telling me all that. I said, you know what? That's exactly right. He is 18 years old. They're not going to tell you nothing. Well, can't he sign some kind of form for me to do it for him? I said, I said, don't do that. Let him have a learning lesson. He's graduating high school. He's done. He wants to go join the Air Force. You need to let him do for himself. Let him learn right here. Don't do it for him. So, So anyway, that was the whole conversation. That's why I didn't get it scheduled.
I'm glad he wasn't terribly hurt. That's just terrifying.
Because if you have certain things happen to you, they won't take you in the military. Not that you're defective, it's just that that's a weak point. So
right. No, that's understandable. Did he have a helmet on?
No, he was it's just a little scooter thing, not like a
those things are still dangerous.
Right.
Like the motorized one, because those things go pretty fast. 20 miles an hour between you and a car or a wall or something like that. That's quite a force.
Right. I mean, he runs into the side of a car. Now, that was, he's so lucky. He's just so lucky. Oh, wait a minute. Breaking news.
Yes.
They found Melanie Buzzard, guys. Breaking news. Oh, wow. I didn't know. I just saw this. Yeah. I'm going to play it right quick if I can. I don't know if she'll mind.
Wow.
Let me see if I can find somebody else who's already talked about it, because you're really not supposed to play somebody else's live while they're live. Let me see. Let me go find some news. We'll find news about it. Hang on. Oh, I'm so excited. Y'all just bear with me for a second. Oh my God. Awesome. I hope she's alive. Let's go see.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I knew that. We've always thought that she was just hidden somewhere.
Right.
I thought that her mother knew who she left her off with, but she was lying because, there's something wrong with her too.
Oh God, yes.
There really is.
God, yes. Nanny, the nanny situation. Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm click over here. All right, let's give you the top story here. Where's my little glasses? Oh my God, I'm never prepared. Someday I'll grow up, right?
You're fine. You're perfect the way you are.
Oh my God, no. The body of 9-year-old Melanie Buzzard was found outside of state more than 2 months after she went missing in Southern California. A law enforcement source
just got chills.
Oh, yeah.
I just got
her
chills.
Mother, Ashley Buzzard, was taken back into custody according to the video shared with NBC affiliates. The neighbors said they saw her being taken by deputies from her home in Vandenberg Village Tuesday morning. It's not immediately clear why Buzzard was taken into custody. The Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office did not immediately respond to requests for comment from NBC News. It said it put a post on its X account, and the Sheriff's Office said it would share major developments in the case at a press conference scheduled for this afternoon. Ashley Buzzard, 40, has been uncooperative. Yeah. So Unified School District said in a statement in October that Buzzard brought Melanie to an independent study program in August to enroll her, but the girl did not attend through October, prompting a series of responses. Oh, I'm so upset that she was found
Oh,
deceased.
I just got like
Oh,
full body chills when you said that. Oh my God. Oh,
well, I need to find the
man.
information now. Let me go to X. Hang on a second.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
this is so
heartbreaking. Well,
heartbreaking. It really
it's
is.
better than her body just being laid out there.
Yeah.
If nothing more, she's going to be cared for now. I mean, she obviously wasn't cared for when she was
Oh,
alive, but she's going to be cared for now. Bless her heart, just out there in the elements. And that's
yeah.
another thing with these missing kids. Can you imagine knowing that I mean, just the thought of not knowing where your child is, but then knowing that they've
Okay.
been rotting in the earth for, years. I mean,
Well, her mother knew that because her mother
that
put her
would mess
there,
with your head.
right?
I'm sorry.
So
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
on X.
Well, it's not going to mess with this lady's head, but
Right, right. So this is
ugh.
on X, and this is the story from the New York Post. The body of 9-year-old Melody has been located, and her mom has been rearrested more than 2 months after, right? Ashley Buzzard is in custody. Melody's body was found in Utah in early December, authorities confirmed.
Oh, in
That's
early
all it
December,
says
so
about it.
they're just releasing it?
I
It's
bet they had
now
to
the end
identify
of,
the child first. Think about that,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, early
Oh,
December would have been
man.
weeks ago. Oh my.
Yeah,
But
it's
they
so
didn't even say,
heartbreaking.
it's weird. They didn't even say a body has been found. We believe it could
No.
be. She must have been severely decomposed. She had to have
Yeah,
been.
I bet she's been deceased since day one. The first time somebody
Yes.
noticed that she was not with her mother.
Hmm.
But we're going to
Yeah.
find out. There will be a news conference. I want to find out
Yeah.
when the news conference is. Well, listen to this. Hang on, maybe y'all can.
It must have
Uh,
just been. But you know what? Normally they'll release, skeleton remains have been found of what appears to be a child,
right.
yada,
I
yada,
wonder why
yada.
nothing. Right here. Let's see if
Nothing.
we can
Yeah,
pull
that's
this
just
up this way.
strange.
Okay, there's news. Okay, let's see.
I wonder, you know what I wonder, and my brain works so strange sometimes. I wonder, like, when things like this happen, how it affects parents whose children are missing.
Oh, here you go. Here we go. We're going to watch this video. Hang on a second, guys. Let me share my screen. Oh gosh, I'm never prepared, am I? Share my screen. All right, here we go. And it's going to be, here we go. Share. Let me go get it to start playing here. Okay. Is it going to play? Here. There. All right, here we go. Courtesy of NBC News right here. Oh, yeah. I can't make it any bigger. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not playing though, babe.
What?
It's not playing. It's not playing
I can
anything.
hear it. You can't hear it?
No, it's not doing anything. It's just a black screen with the stuff on the side. It's not
Well,
playing
can you hear
anything.
it though?
No, can't hear anything.
Shit. Stop. I can hang on.
Yeah.
Oh my
I,
God.
s- I, s- I see what you're clicking on. I saw you clicking on that, and then it's just not doing anything.
Okay. I've got to get this off screen until I fix it. Oh, I can hear it,
Did
but you
you?
can't. That's so silly.
No, we can't hear it and can't see it. Can't see anything.
Okay, hang on a second. Let's go back and find it. Oh
Did
God.
you? Did you hear what I said about the parents of other missing children?
No.
I said I wonder when they find a child that's been missing, how it affects like Devlin's mom, Monkey's
Oh,
mom,
yeah.
the
Well, what about
Wells.
the other children?
I wonder, the children of the parents of the other missing children. I wonder if it like re-traumatizes them.
I
Not
think it
that they
does.
ever forget about it. Not that they ever forget that their child's missing. I'm sure there never is a moment in the day that they ever forget their child is missing. Don't
Now,
nobody
hang on
misses.
a second. I'm going to try to go
Forbid
over
me.
here and find NBC News.
But I bet it's like, oh my God, yeah, it has to affect them. It just has to.
Yeah.
Well, that's just so sad. So
Okay,
sad.
that's not the right one. Oh my. Okay, hang on a second. I know we're going to find it
I
here.
mean,
I don't want to play
there
somebody
has been
else's
those,
live, so
yeah.
That's Daphne's. Where is that? Where's the one from the news? The NBC News is on here somewhere. Okay, who is this? This is True Crime Street. Oh, here we go. We're gonna play this one for a second. I hope you can hear it. Can you hear it?
Let me share the screen. Yet. I'll let you know.
Unbelievable. Please don't give me these problems.
True crime with strategic.
Yep, there you go. It's on. Yeah, you're good.
Come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have terrible news to report today. This is the most horrible news that we could get.
Full credit to True Crime with Strategic Guys.
The Christmas season, for those of you who celebrate Christmas.
Damn.
We have been covering Ashley Buzzard, the mother of Melody Buzzard, for quite a while now. And it appears that Ashley Buzzard has been arrested for the murder of her daughter. Her daughter has been found. Melody has been found. This is breaking news. I'm just pulling articles that the research crew is giving us so we can get as up to date as possible on this. But this is breaking news. It just happened. And it's developing right now. But this is a video
heartbreaking
of Ashley Buzzard being taken into custody after her daughter's body has been found. We hope that there was a possibility that this would not have ended this way.
Right.
We all knew that it probably was going to end this way, and it's so sad.
Why do people think that they're going to get away with this? I just don't understand.
Her own
Me neither.
Allegedly.
You have to know you're not going to.
She hasn't been charged or convicted yet, but
and how can you live with yourself after you do this?
Here, hang on. I got to put a little cover over here. So sorry, guys. Hang on. I don't want us to get in trouble.
I'll be able to wrap my head around it ever.
Yeah. All right. There. We have to have our real covers for.
Yeah. Put your polka dots on.
I did. I knew that. I don't understand why she did this.
No.
All right. So
there needs to be. There's that safe haven law for babies. Okay, your baby's under a month old. They need to enact something for older children that if you can't care for your child, if it's becoming too much, that you can release custody of your child to the state. There's got to be something put in place that will save these older children. Where these people can just, there's no easy way to say it. They can just go dump off their children if they can't do it. And at least these babies would be alive. There's got to be something. Right. Safe Haven has saved a lot of infants. There's got to be something that we can put into place for these adult children. No questions asked. Yeah, no questions asked.
Early
you can
December,
just go
DNA
to your
Ashley arrested this
county
morning. Okay, I want to go ahead and
welfare office or county social service office or whatever, and just relinquish your rights to your child.
Right. In this case, because her father is deceased, really there was not one family, there was nobody that could do anything about it unless they did some kind of suit for, parental or grandparents' rights to see the child. Right. But there was nothing like that. Nobody was doing anything until they realized she was missing. And then everybody starts going crazy. How can you not keep up with where your grandchild is? Let's listen for a minute. I'm so sorry. It's so sad.
And get some of these articles up. Normally we have these things in a more organized manner, but because it's breaking news, I'm going to be pulling it from our little Strategic Guys chat where we put all of our brainstorming in. So, sheriff to announce major developments in search of missing Lompoc girl. Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office plans to announce major developments Tuesday in a search for a missing 9-year-old Lompoc girl who disappeared in October. In a post on X, the Sheriff's Department said it will provide details at 2 p.m. news conference.
2 p.m.
Details about the announcement were not immediately available. I don't think that we'll be able to make that news conference, so we're going to do this live now and give you as much information as we can right now. because I have to go to work. So I don't believe I'll be able to actually stick around for that news conference. But the sheriff's department began investigating that case of October 14th after a school administrator reported Melody had not been seen at school for several days. Detectives said Melody and her mother, Ashley Buzzard, left California October 7th in a white 2024 Chevrolet Malibu with license plate, blah, 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 blah. They traveled as far as Nebraska before the return trip, authorities said. This is like premeditated.
Wait a minute.
I believe that this entire trip was just to throw law enforcement off.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to this, guys. This was just a few minutes ago. Authorities have confirmed that the body of 9-year-old Melody was found. Law enforcement sources say the discovery was made earlier this month in Utah in an area connected to the travel routes taken by Melody's mother. They did the DNA testing, and it showed that it was the little girl. Multiple law enforcement sources tell ABC News that this was when it was found in earlier December in Utah. I'm coming across all these little news posts that are just flashing up right this minute.
Yeah.
But what I'm actually looking for is the sheriff's news conference at 2 p.m. It'll be in California time, 2 p.m. Oh, so it'll be your time. It'll be your time when it pops up. Can you look and see what channel I should be looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an ABC
Channel
News
4 is always the big one, Channel 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So I know it's
I would
nowhere near
assume all
that
the
time
big
now,
news
but
networks.
let me see if I can find.
Yeah.
My dogs are going crazy out there. Channel 4.
Such a cute little
News.
girl, too. Not that it matters.
It is a
Not that it
shame.
matters what they look like. Girl. Just a darling little girl.
Okay, now let's see. Let me see if there's any news right here and right now. Sherman Oaks mom.
I like the background. Background's very festive.
Yeah, there's something new they had over on this is StreamYard for once, right?
Very cute.
Let's see, pull this up over
Yeah,
here.
cute.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Hopefully you can see this once I turn this on. This is 25 minutes ago. You should be able to if I share the screen. Okay.
I'll let you know.
Oh, wait a minute.
I got the TV on. I have the volume down, but I have the TV on so I can see.
All right. Let me see if I can share my screen over here and actually get it from the news. Share the screen. Okay. Share. Let me turn up the sound.
TV is a little more delayed than the phone is.
Oh, there we go.
I can see it on my phone. Yep, there it goes. I can see
Okay,
it.
he has a commercial. I can't do anything about that. Sorry.
What you do with it is up to you.
You won't believe.
Right, no commercial.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan. Get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
It should start now.
Developing news in the search for a missing 9-year-old girl from Santa Barbara County. This video just into our newsroom shows detectives arresting her mother. They say it's on an unrelated charge of false imprisonment. Melody Buzzard was last seen on a road trip with her mom, Ashley, nearly a month ago. The surveillance video shows them apparently wearing wigs. Detectives say they left California and drove as far as Nebraska. Ashley then returned home, but there was no sign of Melody.
Is that the end of it? Okay. I thought they were. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it so?
If you're a Mustang fan or just
hang
love
on.
a great immersive adventure.
Whoops. No, I don't want to see nothing about no hot rod. Let's see if we can get rid of this one and see if we can find this other one over here. I know somebody is doing a story about this right now because other people are showing it. So, breaking news in Los Angeles. Let's see. Well, I guess we're just going to have to wait for the 2 o'clock. Yeah, I don't. We'll just wait for the 2 o'clock. We'll go back to strategic. I can't even say his name right now. Strategic Eyes. Hang on, we'll pull him back up over here. But yeah, so sad. Here we go. Let's go. No, not that. Yeah, this. Let me share my screen. Well, I can't remember what to do. It's such a nervous wreck.
When the different plate was installed or whether other plates were used during the trip.
Oh, that's terrible looking.
On October 9th, the Malibu was believed to have traveled through Green River and Pangutch, Utah, Northwest Arizona, Prim, Nevada, Rancho Cucamonga. Detectives also shared security camera images that they said show Ashley Buzzard and her daughter at a rental car business in Lompoc at the start of the trip on October 7th. They appear to be wearing wigs, the agency said. Ashley Buzzard was arrested in November in an unrelated crime. The sheriff's department said she was arrested on suspicion of felony false imprisonment. Authorities said now those charges were dropped. Let's get something with a little bit more meat on the bones. Let's see if we can find that. Okay. So Ashley was just arrested at the sheriff's department. They served a warrant. When she didn't answer the doors, they broke into it to get in. Okay, so they actually broke in and arrested her. So they had an arrest warrant for her, basically. If that's what they did, they had an arrest warrant for her. Let's see what else we got over here. Okay.
Ashley Buzzard, the mother of missing Melody Buzzard, was arrested again today. We don't yet know the charge, but we do know that this happened at about 7:45 a.m. this morning, Tuesday, December 23rd. People are saying that police knocked on the door. She refused to answer, so they pried it open and they arrested her. Is this going to be in connection with her missing daughter this time? Melody Buzzard has been missing since about October 9th when she was on a multi-state road trip with her mother. They were seen on surveillance cameras wearing wigs, and authorities have said that the license plate was changed sometime throughout this multi-state trip. Melody Buzzard is missing, and her mother has refused to give any information on her whereabouts or what happened to her. Some people defend her and say maybe she was hiding her child from something dangerous, but in my opinion, when a young child is missing, her mother should speak to authorities about where she is.
All right. Big shout out to this young lady reportedly. Many of these fake calls. Allegedly, reportedly, big shout out to her.
There we go.
Don't know much about her channel, but we appreciate her definitely reporting this.
There we go.
Let's
That's
over
better.
here to some of these news sources that we got. Very, very sad news, man. I really would hope that we wouldn't be greeted with this kind of information so close to the holidays. I was emotionally invested in this case, and I really wanted Melody to be found. I was hoping that she was left with somebody. But as time went on, and the more reporting went on this on this case, I knew something bad had to have happened because somebody would have came forward already. A big shout out to Art Deco Rose, $5 super chat says, do you think the police are partially liable? I don't know how the police would be liable.
How would they be liable?
Melody was taken by her mother across these state lines before they knew anything was wrong, and the mother killed her. So I don't really know how the police would be liable for what the mother did. It's a good question. Don't get me wrong. It's no such thing as a bad question, but I don't think that the police are liable for what the mother did. The mother did this.
Yeah, when the police got involved, it was way too late. There was nothing that
Ashley did this.
they did or did not do that affected the outcome.
The body of Melody Buzzard was found out of state more than 2 months after she went missing in Southern California. Law enforcement source familiar with the investigation told NBC News on Tuesday. Melody's body was found earlier this month, according to the source. Her mother, Ashley Buzzard, was taken back into custody, according to a video shared by NBC News affiliate KSBY. Neighbors said they saw her being taken by deputies from her home in Vandenberg Village early Tuesday morning. It's not immediately clear why Buzzard was taken into custody. Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office did not immediately respond to a request for a comment from NBC News. In a post on X account that Sheriff's Office said it would share major developments in the case at a press conference scheduled for this afternoon. Ashley Buzzard, 40, has been...
Okay, I've set my schedule for the news conference. I'm going to try to bring that news conference live for everybody, it's so we can all see it at the same time and talk about it instead of bringing it later. So we'll make sure. I think it's at 6:00 my time, Sprinkle. So I set it up, and I know you'll be doing your dinner. Well, no, that'll be.
No, I should be good. I should be able to go till like 3:30.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
I should be okay.
I should be okay. News conference like tonight at 6 p.m. my time.
Oh, at 6 p.m. I thought it was 2 p.m. Yeah, no, I was able to do
your time. Your time is 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My time is going to be. Is it 5 or 6?
It would be 4 your time. We're 2 hours.
It's on 2 hours. Oh, let me go reset that. Shit, stupid. Thank you.
I
I'm silly.
was like, wait, I'm confused.
Wait, I'm confused. Let me refix that time. Let's see. Edit. So it needs to be 4
It's
o'clock.
2 my
our
time, so it'll be, it'll be 4 o'clock your
Okay.
time.
Thank you so much. All right. Save the
Yeah.
changes. There we go. All right, got it. Because I don't want to miss it. I don't want to have to bring it from somebody else's story later. I want to bring it live. So
Right.
we'll do that. Anyway, so I was just going to just tell y'all that for a second while I could. Oh my God, I wish this contact wouldn't have jumped out, but it's all right. We'll fix it later. All right, let's go back and keep listening.
Uncooperative during the search and investigation of Melody Buzzard's disappearance, sheriff's officials have said. All right. One more for you people, and then I guess we'll really get the information that we're looking for at around 2 p.m. when they do the press conference. I don't think that I'll be able to do that press conference, but if I can, I'll jump back on and we'll do the press conference together if you're interested. But definitely, sad news. Ashley Buzzard, the mother of 9-year-old Melody Buzzard, has been taken into custody. Multiple sources confirmed that the girl's body was found. Multiple law enforcement sources tell ABC News that Melody Buzzard's body was found in early December in Utah in an area where it was known the two had traveled. Law enforcement had been waiting on DNA to come back on the human remains. So they had this body for a little while, but they needed DNA to definitely say that this is her. Interesting. Wow. Ashley Buzzard was arrested due to the DNA test results. So they got an arrest warrant and arrested her based off of that. And sources told ABC News, and it appears she was likely dead months before anybody even knew she was missing. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Because they saw.
No, she was seen on camera with her mother when she was renting a car, so that did not happen that way. That's not true. Now,
Yeah, that's incorrect reporting. Incorrect reporting.
She could be. I'm going to turn this off because, we're going to come back and watch the live, and he's the same thing that he's going to talk about, we're going to talk about. But anyway, let me get this off of here. Okay, so we'll come back and do the news conference to get some more information. But good Lord Almighty, it is just so. But here's the thing, when she said to us, oh, I dropped him off with somebody I met that had a child too, and I wanted to have somebody to play with, so I just let her go with those people. When she said that, we knew, you should have known right then that the child was never going to be seen again, right? She tells on herself, She tells on herself. All right, so let's go back and talk about the other cases we're going to talk about. All right, one of them is, let's talk about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Now, I am so happy to see all of these things be coming out, and the other people that are bringing them to us, telling us, go ahead, talk about it, show our work, show it to anybody, use our work, do whatever you need to do to cancel her, because she is so ridiculous and she can't even see anybody. Okay, when you're mentally ill like that, of course you cannot see yourself. You don't really, they're not aware. They don't have any self-awareness of what they're doing and what it looks like, right? And true to form, Gypsy has no awareness of what she's saying and doing and how sick she is. So anyway, I'm going to pull this up. Sprinkle, you can go ahead and say whatever you want to about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, please.
Oh my. She should have just gotten out of jail and went quietly into her life.
Mm-hmm.
She should have done that. Obviously, she didn't do that, but she needs to do that now. If she has any hope of her daughter having any kind of normal childhood, she needs to do that now. I mean, people are never going to forget this case, but as long as she keeps being out front and center, it's just going to make it worse for her daughter. And her daughter's going to be school age before we can blink the eye.
Yeah.
What's he going to do? Homeschool her whole life? You can't. You can't. See, little girl needs friends, and so she needs to just kind of disappear. But she can't. She can't do it.
Oops, I can't spell Chihuahua. Here we go. Let me see if I can find her. Okay. Pink Chihuahua has a lot of this case. So kudos to Pink Chihuahua. I thought I'd already subscribed to her, but if you have not, please go do it. And we're going to play some of her videos because now I want to play this one here. And her name is Big Sheena. It's some friend of Gypsy's. I'm going to have to explain a little bit about her. So I'm going to get this to going, and full credit to Pink Chihuahua. Here we go. Bigger. That size would drive me crazy. All right. There's her disclaimer. Mm-hmm. All right.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Guys, I had to show you this. I had to show it to you. So Sheena, y'all know Big Sheena. She is out there on TikTok trying to change the history of what happened in the whole crime. Everything that we know of, she is trying to change it. Why? Why now?
Yeah. Why now? My question.
To change what we know that has happened, that has been written in newspaper articles, that has been put on TV shows. Why is she trying to change the narrative now? So guys, I'm going to show you what comment she has posted down on a TikTok channel, on a TikTok video. And you guys, this is going to blow your mind.
All right.
You're not going to believe how they're trying to change history now. Nope. Read the Switchblade Act. It's perfectly legal to mail a knife across state lines as long as it is secure and can't harm someone through the packaging. I love TikTok attorneys. Then she said, the knife was mailed before the crime, not afterwards. So there is no concealing. Done. Do your research, please, instead of just listening to what people say. I mean, this was so dumb for her to put, because anybody can find what happened. And it even tells in her little documentaries that are really mostly not true what happened and what they did with the weapon before they actually left Springfield. I thought everybody knew that. So why is she trying to change?
Okay, you don't have to stop for prayer use. Anyway, okay, so let me explain something to y'all about this big Sheena person. Now, this big Sheena person has a whole life behind her where she also has been accused of murder. Now, she was, I believe she was 17 years old when this happened. I do have the dirt on it, right? And I do have the names of her ex-husband. I have the name of the husband. I have all of that. But before I put that information out, I wanted to verify one little thing about her victim. I wanted to verify Sheena's victim. I want to make sure that it is this person named, hang on a minute, let me pull it back up. I believe it is Tim Eastburn. Hang on. Let me just give you a little bit of, okay. Listen to this. All right, listen to this, guys. Sheena Eastburn killed Tim Eastburn. This is Big Sheena we're talking about, which is who she is talking about, which is a friend of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So we do know that birds of a feather do flock together. A Southwest Missouri woman serving a life sentence for murder gets a decision from the state Supreme Court. Now, I have not read I wanted to bring that fresh to everybody. I want to talk about this in its own separate live to bring it fresh to everybody, because she is out of prison, okay? Now, I want to know how she got out of prison, because she got life without parole, but apparently something else has taken place because she's out.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yep.
Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? So, I'm going to find this. Let me look at one little thing first, and I'm going to let Pete Schwab keep talking, but I just want y'all to know who Sheena is.
The narrative now. That is my biggest question. But guys, I went ahead and I've got the news article from Springfield, Missouri. And of course, guys, I read it for you. So let's listen in to what they say happened compared to what Big Sheena said that happened.
Gypsy and Godejohn's intimate text messages shown to jury.
I'm going to go get some eye drops. Hang on, guys.
Text messages sent between Nicholas Godejohn and Gypsy Blanchard were read aloud and displayed on a TV screen to jurors on Tuesday. Mostly, the text messages were about love, sex, and planning a life together in rural Wisconsin. But as June 10th, 2015 approached, the text turned to knives and duct tape. That's the day Godejohn allegedly, Claudine Blanchard, and deleted her in her Greene County home. Godejohn is standing trial in the homicide this week. The day before the deleting, Godejohn texts Gypsy that his evil side would need duct tape. Godejohn and Gypsy often refer to each other's sinister alter egos in the text. Godejohn was simply his evil side. Godejohn and his evil side enjoys deleting. Godejohn asked Gypsy whether her mom was a light sleeper and if her bedroom floor squeaks. As soon as the actually explicit text were displayed on the TV screen in the courtroom, a juror looked over at the defense table where Godejohn sat. Godejohn sat silently, squinting at the TV screen. The text messages were from May and June of 2015. In one message, Gypsy asked Godejohn if he would give her first O and if he would use his finger on her on their bus ride. You make my girly parts tingle, she texted him.
Okay, for fair use, we need to stop for just a minute. We got some eye drops. Sorry, guys. So let me tell you this part. But just remember, we're going to do a whole show about this person right here. Okay. I was running up and down the stairs, y'all. Hold on. Damn. So the McDonald County, Missouri Sheriff's Department has reached a settlement with a woman who claimed she was raped by a jailer when she was in county custody 25 years ago.
Oh, Jesus.
Who does this sound like? Letitia Stouch.
Wow.
Right? Eastburn is currently a free woman. She was released from prison last year after serving 25 years for murder. Okay? There you go. So we will do a whole show about Sheena, Big Sheena Eastburn, and Tim Eastburn, her victim. So just be prepared and watch for that. Here we go. Some more full credit to Pink Chihuahua.
They refer to each other as dear and hun and daddy and daughter. They discuss whether Gypsy should get pregnant and when they should get married. At one point, Godejohn appears to reference suicide, though it's unclear how serious he is. Godejohn and Gypsy would sometimes text using different personas that appear to have their own personality. I'm about to put the on my wrist and let it bleed, he texted her. About a week before Dee Dee was killed, they had a fight, sending a flurry of text messages to each other before forgiving each other. Tuesday's testimony began with several law enforcement officers taking the stand. First up were two detectives from the Waukesha County Sheriff's Office. Waukesha County is where Godejohn is from, and it is also where he and Gypsy Blanchard were arrested in June 2015, days after the homicide. The Wisconsin detectives testified about a search they conducted of Godejohn's home after the arrest. The deputies said they found cell phones, computer equipment, bloody clothing, a bag of cash, and an envelope that appeared to have been mailed from Springfield to Wisconsin. Inside the envelope, authorities said they found a bloody glove and a curved knife with a fixed handle and a 6-inch blade.
Yeah.
Prosecutors say Godejohn used that to kill Claudina Blanchard before sending it back to himself through.
Okay, so you know what this is. We're going to move past this in a second, but so it's just really talking about, it's legal to put weapons in the mail. That's not technically true. All right,
No.
It was not legal. Actually, they should have been charged by the federal authorities for mailing that weapon.
Well, and that's concealing evidence as well.
Yes, it was. Absolutely. Now, we know they got the evidence because they found the knife, but that was an attempt to conceal the crime and the evidence.
Yes.
So, I was like, wow. Let me go into there's
you obviously can send knives in the mail because people ship knives. Amazon will ship you a knife. So yes, obviously knives can be sent in the mail, but not when they're part of a crime. You can't do that.
Right. Now,
like, hello.
I don't know if y'all have watched any of these. That's Hello Starlight. I just want to find Pink Chihuahuas and talk about her for a second. I really like her coverage. If you have not seen her,
I've never heard of her. I'm gonna have to start watching her. I'm gonna have to start watching
please
her.
go
I've
watch
never
her
heard
and
of her.
subscribe. Yeah, she's really.
Yeah, I've never heard of her.
I like how she does these little short summaries and things. This is a month ago, and this is Pink Chihuahua talking about our famous Gypsy Rose Lantern. I want Pink Chihuahua to come do it on a live with us. I've kind of reached out to her. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check her out for sure.
My dogs are barking at Karen. What a mess.
I can't hear them.
Oh, good.
Guys, here I am again, late at night, making a video. Usually, I'm already in bed by now, snuggled up with the Chihuahuas, taking it easy, watching some conspiracy theory stuff. But no, not tonight. We've got Gypsy Rose trying her best to be a mommy vlogger. If not a mommy vlogger, maybe she thinks she's going to be cooking with Gypsy. We already heard her say something about that. Is she going to try to have a cooking channel? Watch this.
So I am at Walmart right now, and I want to buy the stuff to make cake pops. I want to get in the festive spirit and make some Christmas cake pops. She's getting a little fussy right now, so I'm gonna have to make this video really quick. But I want you guys to come and join us and see what we buy, and then later on in this video, we will make the cake pops. I'm hoping they have that cake pop maker. Can I say that 5 times fast? Cake pop maker. And if they don't, then we'll just roll them ourselves, and it's totally fine. And I need to get sprinkles, icing, cake mix, the works. So come with.
You know, it's just so weird to me when people are trying to get into the Christmas spirit. And we haven't even had Thanksgiving yet. Are we just jumping over Thanksgiving? Why would you jump over Thanksgiving? That's a very important holiday. But wait, of course it's Gypsy Rose. She doesn't know how to be thankful. And that's the whole thing that's around that holiday, is to be thankful, not to get gifts, which we know she likes to get gifts. But let's continue.
Now, guys, I did have to take this part and
we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but again, see, I like Pink Chihuahua because one of the things she does, as soon as she sees something, she's kind of like me. She'll just jump on and tell you what it is and bring it to you because she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to forget what she just wants to get it out there. She's really. I just like her. Let's go find the other one. She did one not just. I think today. Hang on a minute. Let me go find the one from today. Not that one. Let's see. Pink Chihuahua today. Hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Not a short. Here we go. That's 6 days ago. This is 2 weeks ago. This was 17 hours ago. Let's see. 2 weeks. Let's see. 10 months. Where's that? 2 hours ago. This is Pink Chihuahua 2 hours ago, guys. Just enjoy. I guess I could skip past her. She always puts that out there. Thank you. I think she's on Instagram and
welcome back to the channel.
TikTok.
I've never ever come across that channel. That's so funny.
And subscribe. And press that hype
You make
button.
it bigger.
So guys, there's some more of this conversation with Zombie Mom over on TikTok and Gypsy. And I really don't know if this was before the FOIAs come out or after. I was listening to it. And this is her trying to, I guess, explain the act. And this is also her talking about really crucifying Nick. And can't understand why they crucify her so much and not Nick. Why people kind of feel sorry for him because he was manipulated by Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
but I want to let you guys listen to it. And then we're going to come on back and then we're going to talk about it.
You would have never had to resort to murder. And that's where like my conflict with Nick is. It's like I feel sorry for getting him in this situation. I feel bad, I feel remorseful, but this
Wait a minute. No, ma'am, no, she doesn't. She does not feel remorseful. She does not feel bad. She feels nothing because he was nothing to her. Remember that.
Get out of my head. I was just going to say the same thing. She doesn't have remorse for anything.
I know. Me and you think so much alike. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be in your head, but I'm thinking to myself, people like her cannot have any of those feelings. Now, they know how to mimic it. We see that, But no, here we go. Oh, my Lord.
same situation. I'm like, in the same token, I'm like, well, why didn't you do this differently too? Yes. Any other man, any other person would have said, Gypsy, get out that door, run as fast as you can. I'll get a plane, I'll get a train, I'll get a bus. I don't care. This is not the way to do it. And yeah, he asked me, hey, let's run away. And I told him, I've tried that before and that didn't end well. But I mean, how many other people would have called the fucking authorities right there? I mean, I could have, but I also didn't know better either.
Listen to that lie. I didn't know better. Bitch, how old were you when you got arrested? Oh, that's right. Almost 24, claiming to be 19. I didn't know any better. But she watched true crime. She had a fascination with, what's his name? Damn it. Manson, with Charles Manson. She had a fascination with him. That's all over the internet now. Yeah, you knew better. You absolutely knew better. You knew how to call the police. Yeah. I cannot believe the fantastic stories and lies that this bitch sits over there and tells. I hate to be cussing. I'm so sorry, guys. I know. But this is adult content, so I guess it's okay. But when I hear all this come, girl.
Yeah, she's just such a manipulator. Such a manipulator.
We thought Lori Vallow was bad or Daybell was bad. I think she's worse.
Nothing.
Here we go.
No, she takes the cake. She takes the cake.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know. The whole situation's just fucked up. My thing is, had it been anybody else, any other man, they would have called the cops. They would have gotten me out and not resorted to murder like my thought. I mean, I was acting out of anger and confusion and desperation.
Again, she was not desperate. No, that is another lie. I'm going to tell you what I really do think, and I think I've touched on this before. In my mind, I believe that Gypsy Rose Blanchard thought, well, I'm going to put him back on that bus to Missouri. We'll get this mess cleaned up. And then my friend Dan can move over here into the house with me since it's my house anyway. It was given because of me and my disorders because we tricked everybody and lied to everybody. I think that's what she really thought was going to happen. But then after it happened and it was so bad and so bloody and not what she expected at all, she felt like she had to go with Nick so that she wouldn't be accused of it. This way, it looked more like Nick kidnapped her instead of she fully participated in this with her own full, making all the decisions and her being the main perpetrator because she was the main perpetrator. Had she not met Nick, she clearly manipulated, he was not capable of making decisions, even in his prison. When he makes the phone calls from prison and he talks to that, I don't remember her name, but she is doing a movie or she's doing a story. I think they were doing the act. I'm not really clear on that, but he tells her, oh, well, they decided that, here's my problems. I'm a level 2 autistic. And he explains a lot of things about himself. And anyway, we'll just keep listening.
His excuse. Shit, because I'm me or I hate Nick. I don't hate Nick. I'm just saying, it is what it is. This is things he said. This is things that, he wanted to do. He didn't act upon it. But I mean, people crucify me for the unflattering or bad things that I've said. But everybody comes to his defense, and it's like it's just because of the autism. I have plenty of friends that have sons with autism, and they know right from wrong, and they're not violent, they're not evil, they're not wanting to hurt people. They don't get a thrill out of hurting people.
How many friends do you really have?
He also wanted me to get a ball gag so he could torture her. And I remember he said that the duct tape. And he wanted a ball gag and a taser, too. I mean, it's my past, so it's not like I'm tripping or anything. It is what it is. It just is what it is, you know? All I can say is I'm a different person now. That's really all I can say.
Okay. For one, first thing I don't understand is he was trying to do something other.
He sure was.
He tried to get her to run away. And she was like, I've done that before. But when you've done it before, you left your phone. You went to people that knew your mother. So they
Yeah, she didn't really run away. That's not what happened. Her mother knew that's where she was, and she went and picked her up. So the story that she read, that's all bullshit. I'll tell you another thing that she said, and I noticed this yesterday. And she was talking. I was listening to somebody. I was listening to Becca Scoops. And she's talking about, well, you know, and Nick Godejohn talked about this as well. He said, oh, she just used her mother's debit card, and her mother never noticed it. Bullshit. Her mother knew everything she was doing with Nick. She sure did. She absolutely knew it. I mean, there's none of, oh God, the lying and the accusations and the bullshit she thinks people are going to believe. It's unreal.
Well, for her to sit there and say, that was my past. Okay, so Charles Manson came out and said, that was my past, it doesn't count. Chris Watts, right. Letitia, Leilani, all these murderers, they come out, Gacy, they come out and say, well, that's my past. It doesn't matter. Who is going to accept that about anybody? No one.
You're not.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my. No, I mean,
that's like saying that day of your life doesn't count. That day of your life counts. It counts.
And everything before it counted because she premeditated the whole thing. The person you see in these videos, that is the real gypsy. The person you see today is what she knows is acceptable in society. And so that's the part she's playing. That's her new main character. Here we go. We'll listen some more. Oh, my God.
Told you. You were with someone that really didn't want you at all. You were just an object. He didn't care about Gypsy Rose. So why did he care? Why would he even care about saving her? And when she was talks about anybody else would have done this, he was autistic. The reason why he did it was because he thought that everything Gypsy told him was the absolute truth. He thought that Gypsy was being ABUSED'd.
Right.
He took everything that she said seriously.
Because people that are autistic live in a literal world. There is no gray. What you tell them, what they hear, is that's the way, I mean, that must be fact, right? They don't even lie. I mean, children don't lie. Children are taught to lie. But like Nick, and it's just like Nick said, well, he told them, well, I did four, you know, what's the word? I can't use the word, but did 4 of those. Well, who did the other ones? Gyp shit. Here we go. Let's keep listening.
He was trying to save her. He was trying to be her knight in shining armor. Now, guys, I posted one of these videos. I think it was yesterday. And she was talking about the whole V card thing. And there's just a lot I don't understand. She wants to put a lot on Nick. And she swore on God and she swore on her daughter to
This is not the first time I've heard Gypsy and Ken swearing on their daughter's life.
God, how pathetic.
Who in their right mind
Nobody
swears on their infant's life? When you know they're lying, they know they're lying.
Isn't that sick?
Who does that? There's no way I would swear on my child's life. My child's life means so much more to me. I think all of you mothers are just like that. And also, if there's fathers out there, you're like that too. Who does that? And why?
Nobody swears on their child's life. What a sick thing to say. Absolutely sick. I'm going to go look something up. Hang on just a second here. Where's my silly little glasses? Why in the world would she do this? I don't know why she would swear on her daughter's life. That's crazy. Well, because we know she's sick in the head.
Everybody, she's trying to make it dramatic, so she thinks that everybody will believe it if she does that.
Right.
It's her daughter. You know, she's just trying to be super extra. And she's not extra. She's very negative. She's not extra.
Okay, I'm going to pull something up here, and we'll just see what it says. Whoop, I gotta spell that right. You'll hear people say, I swear to God, or I swear this, I swear that, but not on your child's life.
Right. No. She doesn't know how to behave.
No, she doesn't. Swearing on your child's life is a powerful, highly controversial statement implying ultimate truth, but it's often seen as a manipulative, disrespectful, and trivializing the sanctity of life.
Yes.
Effectively putting the child's well-being as a collateral for your honesty. While some use it to show deep conviction, others find it as a shameful act of desperation, raising questions about whether anyone should invoke their child's existence as a bargaining chip for truth. With experts often advising against such extreme language due to its potential to normalize placing children in harm's way, even symbolically. So there you go. That's manipulation, ultimately. Here we go.
Of course.
Wow. Horrible.
Do we give Nick a little bit more grace? And it's probably because he was manipulated. He had autism. He has autism.
Yes.
He couldn't see through the manipulation. And Gypsy Rose, she handpicked him to do the act. He gave up his whole life for her. And the sad thing about it is
and his mother. His mother is deceased also. She took her own life. See, because it's not just Dee Dee's life. It was Nick's mother's life as well. Think about that for a second. Let that sit on your shoulders.
Still to this day cannot see that. She cannot recognize what Nick gave up to try to save her. Nothing is ever enough for Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
And it never
will.
She
says that she doesn't hate him. Yeah. Some of the stuff she said about him.
She does hate him.
Didn't she call him like a little buttercup, an autistic buttercup? What else do you call this re-victimization? And not only that, Nick is spending the rest of his life in prison. And she's out here living her best life, which, in my opinion, is sickening. Guys, tell me what you think. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Okay, yes. See, I agree with her 100%. She's so right. I mean, we're going to play something over here. Hang on a second. Let me unshare this one, and we're going to share this other one. Okay, hang on. I've got to find the right. Let's see. Is it this one? There we are. Okay, now, listen to Nick go to John for a second. Talk about Gypsy. Here we go. Now, this is going to be a YouTube clip, and it's from July 22nd. Well, no, let me find a different one. Let me go over here. Nick go to John exposes Gypsy again, This is from November the 5th, right here. Listen to this. I'll give full credit when I figure out whose it is. Okay, let's see. Let me share the screen. Hang on. Okay. Oh, why can't you hear? Oh, wait a minute. Shit. Hang on. Okay, I gotta fix it right quick. Hang on a second. All right, we'll do it from YouTube because it's easier to do it from here. Hang on, guys. There we go. Let's see. Nick Godejohn, he is. I know that he knows now exactly what happened to him, and I know that he wishes he could change it. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen. All of his pills have been exhausted. Everything, it's over. There's nothing more he can do. Now, the Innocence Project, I know there's been talk about him, the Innocence Project coming into play here, but I don't know if they can. I don't know. I really can't make much comment about it because of, I don't know the answer. So here we go. Let me go find this right over here. Now, here's his prison interview. That's 1 year ago. I'm looking for the one that happened on November the 5th. Hang on just a second, guys. Where is it? Okay. This is 11 days ago. Well, no, I don't want to show that one. Let's find the one from November the 5th. It might be this one. Exposes. Here we go. Here we go. It's right here. Now. Ooh, no. Let me get this pulled back up. Share screen. All right.
That basically letting know the viewers who I really am and not who I am not. So, due to how everyone seems to be betraying me in such a negative light as of late, I feel that it's only fair that my voice gets out there to give a more accurate image of myself. Well, for me, I'm more of, that was the way I was brought up. I was raised more as a person full of anger, honor and integrity. Not only that, originally, whether it was my father, my mom, or anyone really in my family, any of my superiors, mainly ones who were older than me, they all basically rose me to have respect, honesty, all those things a noble person is supposed to have. Of course, due to one of my main mental disability, it's quite easy for me to be deceived, unfortunately. The main reason this all even transpired was basically due to the love that I felt that was equally shared between me and Gypsy Blanchard. However, I've learned that as of late that she may have just been using me, which is sad because I felt it was much more real than that at the time. Actually, as for the illnesses part, I found that out almost shortly after me and her first started talking on Facebook, which went from a Christian dating site known as ChristianDatingForFree.com, and we were on there for maybe a few days, and then went from there to, next thing you know, Facebook, and it's really weird because I went from just trying.
Okay, think about this for a second, though. They met on a Christian dating site. Now, you had to be 18 to sign up on this website, right? But she's over there pretending to be 3 or 4 years, younger. When this happens, when they get arrested, she's almost 24. They've been doing this for 3 years. So here's the question I want to ask. Did he ever know how old she really was when he first started talking to her? Or was she telling him that she was 16, 17 years old, but just lied to get on the website? Who knows? That's something I always wanted to know about, but nobody's really ever asked that question that I have seen or heard. So here we go.
Trying to get to know her on one side to being willing to pretty much open myself up like a full open book to where once we got to the other one, and I'm still confused on why that happened that way, but it did. And when it happened that way, I almost instantly learned about the medications. Of course, I learned that not all of them are actually fully what she was actually supposed to be taking. Most of them are all just stuff that her mom was forcing her to take that was by far not needed. I did feel as if Gypsy was going through trauma whether it was the abuse with medication, or the abuse of being forced to be staying in a chair, or even the abuse of her being stuck in a room for so long because her mom would be doing things in a physical abusive way, like chaining her to the bed, or even other physical abuse, like her being beaten with really anything her mom could find. And all this stuff I felt shouldn't transpire. I felt like as if, unfortunately, I didn't think anyone that would come to her call. And if she tried to go to the police, they would have, due to the way that her mom was making her betray to look at it, she would have basically looked as like a lunatic that no one would believe due to what her mom would be putting in everyone else's head. So she felt like there was a non-escapable path upon it, and she needed someone to understand her enough to be willing to basically risk their life for her, which is unfortunate that that had to go the way it did, because originally I wanted to just run away with her, but she kept on persisting on this alternative thing that really didn't seem to pan out in the way that it never would.
Listen to what he's saying about that. He's telling you what she was telling him in the beginning of all of this. And being the person he is, he believed it hook, line, and sinker. When this was first going on, there's nothing that she could have said that would have changed how he saw this, because she'd already put it in his mind. She'd already put this in his head that this is what was really going on. All right, here we go.
Was obviously meant to. Yeah. Yep. Since she had warned me that she's tried it twice before, and she's only mentioned one of those times in the media. The other, apparently, she almost close to killing her mother, but however, she couldn't do it. She attempted to do it mainly for someone that she had an infatuation with.
She used a BB gun and shot her mother. There was 10 little BB things that they picked out of her skin. Here we go.
With, and, well, she found out later that it was just infatuation, but yet the person keeps using her to this day. So, yeah, it's very sad.
No. She's using him.
It's unfortunate because it's the way that she was brought up. She was brought up to lie and lie and lie and lie and lie. She was brought up to basically play the victim role. That's the way she was brought up. She's only doing what she was taught. Believe me, she was brought up in a much more better environment, a much more better.
Listen to him. He's still making excuses for her. She's just doing what she was taught to do. No, oh Lord, poor thing.
People around her, not just her mom. I was around her. I was pretty much holding her down for who she could really be. I can almost guarantee she would have never asked me that dreadful question.
Look at Nick's mother.
It's a severely unfortunate situation, because even now, even after she basically is admitting to everyone in the media that she was basically using me to get rid of her mother,
God, he doesn't even
very,
look
very,
the same.
very, not only.
I'm sorry, Sprinkle, what did you say? I missed it. Sprinkle?
Like, he looks like a totally different person.
Oh, yeah, he does. But even Diane Downs, we were talking about her earlier, in her pictures, she looked 20 years older than she was, actually. I think it's prison does something to them.
Yeah, and I don't care who you are or what problems you have. The act of physically taking another person's life has got to affect you. Whether you do it intentionally, unintentionally, accidentally, it has got to mess with your psyche. It has to. There's just no way it can physically not.
Imagine every time you close your eyes, you're going to see that.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not.
But leaving. Look at like Letitia, Chris Watts, all these other people, the look that they look in their eyes post incident and then after, they all look different. It's like their souls removed or something. It's like something's missing, something's gone, something's changed.
Yes. The weird thing about
him, I think he's just devastated emotionally that he was used so badly by her.
I will agree with that statement 100%.
I think that more affects him than the fact of what he did to Dee Dee. I think, I don't want to say a broken heart, but there's nothing else I can compare it to.
I think so too.
Excuse me. Total betrayal. I mean, I don't know. I think he's just devastated by the fact that, like he just said, she used him to get rid of her mom.
Right. But there was other Johnny come latelys before him. She had asked somebody else to do this before, but he was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Anyway, we'll keep going.
Evil thing to even admit right on national television, which I still to this day, well, I kind of wish you would have admitted earlier because, well, I was mainly the one person who was trying to make her a better person while her mom was trying to keep her the way that she was. And that's part of the reason why now I feel it's more of a slap in the face. Because, yeah, it's one of those situations where you feel that you have done all you could for the person. And if the person doesn't want to feel appreciation towards you for all you've tried to do for them, then I guess it's one of those stones you got to throw into the water and move forward, unfortunately. You make it as if loosen the load that you're having to hold upon. It's basically an analogy. It's basically what I'm using. However, now I been slowly and trying the best I can to heal from the situation, and from everything I have been trying to get over and get through. It's been a rough road. I will not deny it has not been. It has. But I know that within time always heals. So I'm hopeful that it will.
Nick, time is not going to heal this. You're still going to be in prison, right? There is no parole for you. Oh, God. Why am I hearing that noise?
Oh, it's probably my dog. Sorry, let me mute it.
Okay. All right. So there is no hope for him. I don't know why he's going to sit and say time will heal. She's out there having fun. He's still sitting there. He's exhausted every appeal. There's nothing more he can do. Now, do I personally believe that he should still be in jail? Not jail, but a mental hospital or some kind of mental health facility. Because when you go back and you listen to all of these different videos that they put out now, you can clearly see that she was a very sick puppy, but he was a sick puppy as well. So you got two sociopaths coming together that just exploded into, I guess she's a better liar than he is. So think about this. She's a better liar than he is because he's not been able to lie his way through. But then again, I'm not saying it's because he's autistic. But again, autistic people don't normally tell you lies. They just are very
No, they don't.
literal.
They don't. They're very truthful. Very truthful.
Poor thing.
That's why you have to believe, like when he says that he only stabbed her 4 times.
Right.
That's why it really comes into play how many, because that's the only thing that he spoke that goes against any narrative is the fact that he stabbed her 4 times.
That's
so
right.
Really, did he lie just about that one thing, or is there truth to that statement? I feel, in my opinion, there's a lot of truth to that statement.
I do too, 100%. Because he said, "Oh, there's part of this I'm taking to my grave." Yeah. No, and this is what I don't understand. After seeing that she used him and all the different things that have now came out, why won't he tell what that is?
Right.
What is
right?
She can't be tried again. That's double jeopardy.
Yeah, I wonder that too. At this point, if he's just, being that angry and that hurt, why he wouldn't tell the truth? Why he wouldn't do it? Unless there's just something about him that he made a promise and he's going to stick with his word, because most autistic people are very black and white. Very black and white. He made a promise, so he made a promise, period.
I think you're right about that. That's
he's
probably
not
why
going to
he
break
won't
that
tell
promise.
It. Right. Right. That's right.
I mean, I could be way off, but that's kind of where I lean on it.
No, I think you're 100% right there. Because that is kind of how he thinks. That is kind of how he talks. He speaks like that, right? Okay, here we go.
to me is that I feel, has actually, it's sad, it's so sad. She, yes, maybe about the same amount I was maybe trying to attend to get. I'm still trying to get 15, and that's where I still stand. I'm still trying to get that. I would have been happy if me and her would have gotten the same exact amount of time.
Me too.
I'm not one of those people where I'm going to be trying to wish her a life sentence or any crap like that, like she did to me. I'm not a conniving person like that. That's just not in my blood. It's not in my genetics. It's not who I am. But that's part of the reason why when she does what she does, I can't blame her. I can only understand that that's the way she was brought up.
Wow.
But me personally, if we would have both gotten 15, I would have felt it was fair. Since she's gotten 10 and I'm still trying to at least get 15, really, yeah, exactly. It's a pretty hard road to get to that point, but God willing, that should for sure happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
Well, there's two parts of it. One, I was planning on using my mental disability, which is clearly documented.
Wait a minute.
From
planning on using my mental disability. Now, I don't like that he said that, because that tells me he's clearly thought about angles on how to get out of what's happened. Here we go.
Multiple psychiatrists and ones who have studied psychology. So really, I mean, I have a therapist from when I was 15 years old who said because they had family member who was one with Asperger's syndrome, they were the first ones who mentioned when I was 15 years old that I had that, and I didn't have the more form of the severe of autism. I didn't have that, and I didn't have anything less either. So really, with that being said, I learned of that term, and then I ended up having to look it up to learn more about certain patterns and everything else. And once I learned about it, I started noticing things about myself that did match in with it. And then the next time it happened was in 2009 when I was trying to receive Social Security benefits from SSI. And I was accepted on that too because the psychiatrist that the state hired of Wisconsin could not find anything of me faking it or anything else because it was just really how I was. And that's two of them. And then you move forward to 2015. And I believe it was December of that year, I ended up seeing another doctor, and then move forward in 2016, see another one. So they all of them have admitted I have it, but the prosecution's defense is trying to make it seem as if I only have level 1 when I actually have level 2, which requires some supervision, not heavy supervision, just enough to where they're making sure I'm not getting into any trouble, basically, which now I understand that now when it's been a bit too late. The second one would be basically manipulation. The second reason would be manipulation, is I will not deny it because she's done it for so long to the entire public, and that's part of the reason why the public is having a hard time believing what she's saying. She was obviously trained by the very best before her mom unfortunately passed away. Her mom taught her very well how to basically master manipulation, master lying, master deceiving great audiences of people. And because of it, she knows what she's doing when she lies. Unfortunately, she's very, very good at it to the point where people won't know that she's lying to them just because she can do it without any conscience at all.
No, we know she's lying. But I believe that her mother, I believe that her mother knew there was something not right about her child. I know she knew it. I know that she went to try to find her help in every way she could. I mean, there's so much of the story that makes no sense that is not true, and that the one doctor who, I remember the little letter that was written about, it wasn't a letter, it was in some record saying, oh, he thinks maybe Munchausen could be into play here, but he really had no proof of anything. Well, here's the thing. That was before she was diagnosed with this chromosomal disorder. So I can see where he would think, what's going on? Why is she constantly bringing her here? Why, this, that. She was failing to thrive. This is true. Go watch Becca Scoops. Becca Scoops has talked about all the medical as far as Gypsy Rose Blanchard goes. She had went from 36 pounds to 50 pounds. She was not thriving before the before the tube. And even in her medical notes, it talks about she was afraid to eat food because she gagged and choked all the time. I can see that. I mean, oh my God. It is so, and she's admitted that she lied about it. The one thing, and she's admitted that she had the chromosome disorder, right? But the one thing she won't admit is that she truly had all of these issues and that she had no unnecessary medical treatments. She's never going to tell you that because that is the one thing that still makes her mother look bad.
Which to this day boggles my mind. But because of that master of manipulation that she is able to do, she had no problems manipulating me into the situation. I wish I would have known it was more manipulation than love, because if I would have known that, I probably wouldn't have been in the situation I'm in. And I probably wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation. But yeah, the only regret I have is basically not seeing the signs that stuff was not in a good light test unfold. That's basically what I have mainly regrets of. The only thing I don't regret is getting her out of that situation. I regret, however, the way that I had to get her out of the situation.
I don't regret getting her out of the situation. Listen to what he says. Now, listen. He's telling you all of these things. I wish I would have known it's manipulation. I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known. But then he says, I don't regret getting her out of the situation. That is why he needs to stay in prison. No, 15 years is not the right sentence for him because he still believes that the action that they took should have happened. And I think that's incredibly wrong. It's incredibly telling. These releasing these conversations that he's having with these people is just further damning to his case. And it tells you what he really is. I mean, he may have autism, but he also is a sociopath. Here we go.
But I don't regret getting her out of it. If I would have been able to run away with her, I wouldn't have any regrets at all. But due to me finding out, well, that she was using me, I maybe do regret putting my heart out there. But in another way, I don't regret it only because it has made me a stronger person. As they always say, no pain, no gain. So, yeah, it has made me a stronger person. I will say, however, that when it comes to the way I feel about her now, I still love her to this day. That's never going to change. I will always love her. I promised her that would never change. I'd always unconditionally love her.
See, there he goes. He promised. See, they live on those promises.
Yeah. He doesn't regret doing it. You don't regret committing a murder for helping a person commit a murder. And that even though now you know that she's manipulated you into doing this and that you know what she was saying was not true, but you still love her till this day.
Yeah,
How
it's
can
very
you,
sad.
Oh Lord,
that's
so sad.
That's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. I mean, it's almost like saying he doesn't care that if he's locked up for 25 or he's locked up forever. He doesn't care.
Right.
Because it's still the right thing to do.
Yeah.
God help him. That's, oh boy. Yeah. Now, I mean, a lot of people are, well, okay, there's a NPRG or Nick something NRG or NPG. It's NPG Cornerstone is a channel that we need to take a look at because they're the ones that are trying to help him get a different sentence, right? They've got a lot of information on him. They do. It still shocks me to hear him sit here and say, I still love her. And it's okay that she manipulated me into taking her mother's life. I would have done it again. He's basically telling us he would have done it the same way. He would have done it again. So, very sick.
I was, well, if she wanted to be friends with me, I'd be fine with it. If she didn't, then I'm fine with it too. I'm one of them type of people where I try to be as happy-go-lucky as possible. I try not to let everything bother me too easily. However, being in a place like I am, it's not easy to do. And, well, even people in here ask how I stay so positive. I think, for one, my mom's always told me before I ended up coming down here to Springfield and got stuck down here like I am now. She's always been telling me all the time that she was video visiting me up in Wisconsin that she's strong like I am and I can handle this and I'll be fine. And she basically was giving me the support I never had throughout almost my entire life. That emotional support I never thought I'd ever receive. So, yeah, that, and then you also have the support of my father, which to this day I still talk to. every once in a while. So every little support I've gotten has been able to keep me from basically losing my mind, which every little support I have, I definitely appreciate. And I never take anything for granted, no matter how it comes in its form. I never do, because I know that every day you never know if you'll be gone the next. It has to be one of those days where you take it as it comes and appreciate everything you can within that day, whether it's just living in general, and move forward. And that's the way I perceive it all. Yes.
Somebody's asking you
I
questions.
basically promised her that I will always love her, and it's true, I do. I still love her. But however, I'm not in love with her, since that's a little different. Due to what she's done, it has killed my romance that me and her had between each other. And that's mainly where I stand.
So sad. You never really had a romance. That's the thing.
He's so simple, yet he's so complicated. It's very sad.
It is sad. I mean, for him to still sit there and say that.
Yeah.
I don't understand his. Well, of course, I can't understand his thinking, because number one, I'm not a sociopath or psychopath, and number two, I don't have autism. I mean, I can't.
Right.
It's almost like he leaves you speechless. I mean, what can you say? You cannot say anything to defend him. There's no defense.
No.
Based on what he's telling us right here, there is no defense for him.
No.
He is what he is. He did what he did, and he will do it again. He's dangerous to the outside world. Wow.
I still love her, but I'm not in love with her.
Wish we could hear the question.
Well, I had it as no secret to her. I was basically like an open book to her. She knows that everything from little details, like whether it was her height. I mean, I've always been more fond of the shorter women. There's no secret to that. I've always been fond of the shorter ones, just because that's just my preference. However, that, along with everything else about her, originally, obviously, she created these perfect personalities that would attract me to her and keep her basically to where she didn't have to worry about me being disinterested at some point. And she kept my attention creating all these things. And it's unfortunate, because who knows if they're all real. Till this day, I'm not fully sure they even are. Nope.
Who knows if they're all real? I'm not sure if they really are. See, that tells you that he can't. We all know they're not real. We all know that she did all of that to talk him into what she was doing. You know, she does not play those people now. Why not? She doesn't need them. That's why. She doesn't need them. That's just like Letitia Stouch. Oh, Maria Sanchez. Oh, the Vittori come to see me in my in my cell. Oh, I'm only drinking blood now because I'm a vampire. And the other people that she thought she was giving other names, pretending to be these people at certain times in jail, right? But then she realized it was not going to help her not go to prison. So she stopped. All of a sudden she stopped. And when people have called, okay, remember the phone calls from prison where people would try to ask her about that, and she'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Remember that? Yeah. Same thing.
And I choose not to be due to court situations, since she's considered a witness now.
No, she's not.
No. No. Well, the only thing I really would tell her is that you might have betrayed me and turned your back on me, but that's not going to stop me from loving you. I'm always going to love you, whether you want to accept it or not. I'm always going to love you. Even if you don't want to accept that, that's your choice. But if you still want to keep our friendship, we can keep our friendship. I just don't want nothing any more damaging to get between us than what has already has transpired. If you don't want to be my friend, I'm perfectly okay with that. Just know, though, that no matter what happens, you'll always have someone that loves you, even if you never believe that you do. Basically, just let her know that she will always have someone who loves her. I might not be willing to the extreme that I was manipulated to at this point, but I still would be willing to do other things for her as long as they're much more smaller than what has happened, because I'm now in a more cautious position than I originally was before. And now I feel as if she needs to basically really think about what's going on more before she speaks, because even though she might not be able to get tried for any more charges and so forth, she's basically trying to do what she's trying to do for her public image, when really there are facts out there that aren't very good about her. And that's part of the reason why I only caution her with the way that she perceives herself to the public. Me, I'm just going to be my real self. I'm not going to try to perceive myself as someone I'm not. And if the public accepts me that way, they accept me that way. If they don't, well, I'll accept it as if I'm a nobody. That's totally fine with me. I'm humble as they get, so it doesn't bother me.
That is just so sad.
Yeah.
I mean, when you listen to him talk like this, it's like, I mean, if she would have cut his arm off, would he still feel the same way? I don't know.
Probably. Yeah.
She totally threw him under the bus. I just don't understand how he could still say he loves her. And I know that he knows the difference, because here's the thing. He's out here talking about, but what did you say? Oh, well, there's facts out there that makes her look bad. So he knows the truth is out there. He knows that she's over here faking it. He knows all of it. He knows the real Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We do too, but she doesn't realize that we know the real Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So
yeah. Well, you are what you are. You know what I mean? Deep down, she is what she is, and she can put. It's like putting a lipstick on a pig. It's still pig.
Yeah, great analogy. Yeah, she is something else. Let me see if I can go back over here. I want to bring this something else over here. Hang on a second now. Becca Scoops. Oops, don't do that. I want to go find Becca Scoops for a second. My dog's going to bark. Hang on. Oops, and go back. I like listening to Becca Scoops talk about her because she can give us the medical facts that go with it, right? So that's kind of what in the hell? Sorry. Oh, there he is. I thought I lost the whole stream. Woo, scare me. This is, let me go back. This is pretty good. This one right here. Let me go back to Becca over here. Let me find them. This was 8 days ago. The role play. Listen to this.
Me.
Look at her shake her head.
And then he basically talked me back by saying that I would never do that. That was my other personality, but I would never let him do that. So I got back together with him based on his promises.
And he had an alter ego, essentially, or the other personality. That was Victor?
He had a few.
All right, we're going to get to that few too, because remember, her story is he had all the personas. She made personas to match his, right? I find all of that not credible at all. And we're going to get into a few other things here about this whole daughter situation. All right. Now, I don't know if some of you guys might remember or not remember that Gypsy herself put out this AI version of her daughter that made a lot of trouble on the internet.
Look at it. Yes.
It was this little girl face with the breast, and she had this fascination with having children also comes out in these videos, to the point what the only really videos that shocked me, the ones that I've seen so far, you guys, have been the ones with her. And I'm not sure I'm already 20 minutes in, so I don't even know if I probably am not going to be able to get to all of these videos. So I'm going to have a live, which I wanted to do for the last week or so. I'm going to do a Christmas live. But I'm going to have to, a lot of this stuff I'm not going to get to during this video. I'm going to get to as much stuff as I can, because I have got so much stuff for you guys around these new videos that it's just the puzzle pieces that I'm going to show you with this. Okay. But as I was saying, the only ones that really shocked me, because I knew about the daughter, I knew about the ones where she said, I'm going to rape, we're going to pillage, we're going to do mayhem and all that. The beginning video that I showed you, the beginning of this video. I've known about all of those.
Did you hear what Becca Skip said? See, Gypsy absolutely said on a video that was to Nick Godejohn all of those same exact words. I never heard Nick Godejohn say any of those words in his videos. But, you know, she's over here claiming that he put the ideas into her head. But clearly not. Look at this picture that she makes, a picture of her daughter, like the AI version of her daughter when she's older. But look how she makes her look. It's unbelievable, and it's gross. It's absolutely gross. And it tells you she's still sick in the head. Ugh. I swear this woman. Okay, go. Sorry.
But the ones that shocked me the most was the preparation for the baby, what she was doing.
Yeah.
The baby clothes and baby vitamins. And again, if I don't get to that in this video on my live, is the next thing I'm going to do is a live. I want to do a big live, and I want to go over a lot of this stuff also on the live. So please, interesting, because he believed that Gypsy miscarried. He writes, first off, it's true. I almost had a baby girl. If she was born, who? I would have been a very fierce father to deal with, but I believe she miscarried it on purpose, as sick and twisted as she is. So that is from Nick.
Nick Godejohn saying
Nick
that.
believed the Gypsy fed him a story that and let me just bring this up here. Here's the story. And this is from an email. Hi, Becca. Below is a link to interview with the founder of the Nicholas Godejohn Freedom Project. I'm going to fast forward and just really get to the highlights. The two former members are still in contact with Nick. They say that on the night of the murder, he tried to talk her out of it. He kept saying, I don't want to do this. And she emotionally blackmailed him by saying he had given her his word and it was the only way they could be together. They also say that Nick says Gypsy told him Dee Dee beat her so badly that she lost the baby, as opposed to the changing of the feeding tube story that we have heard. Okay. So that is pretty.
Read the rest of it, though. Did you see that?
Stuff.
Hang on.
Can I say that's 100% sure? No, but I can.
Let me go back for a second because we're going to read it. I'm going to put this on hold. Oh, here we go. All right. We're going to read the whole thing. Hang on a minute. Two former members are still in contact. They say that night, that's what she said. They also say that Nick says Gypsy told him that. She continued her manipulation of him in prison by sending messages of him saying she still loved him, would never talk badly of him to the press, and begging him to keep her secret. This was a violation of her plea deal at the time, which makes you wonder what secret he is keeping that was worth taking such a risk. They said that Gypsy filmed the brownie video after she berated Nick for crying. He told them he was crying and saying he was sorry and he could feel Dee Dee's presence around him, but Gypsy showed no remorse. That's Gypsy Rose right there. That's our
Why do
famous
I
Gypsy
believe
Rose
that every
Blanchard.
word of that is true?
Just really.
Yeah, I do too. Every word of it. Every bit of it. Sick, sick, sick. Now, we're going to go back and talk. I'm going to take this off of here. We're going to quit showing these because we're actually going to talk about cancel culture now. Hang on a minute. Let me get this off of here. I got to quit sharing it. Oops, we go over here and quit sharing. All right. Right here. There we go. Okay, we'll quit sharing that. All right, now we're going to talk about cancel culture and the reason why all of this stuff is coming out and what people expected. See, the people that brought all of this to us never expected people to, like Perez Hilton, to jump on this. I mean, because he's jumped on this, but it's not to help get the word out. It's not to help get it to the bigger platform. And I'll tell you why I say that. It's nothing personal against him. It's not. It's just that when you see him on TikTok over there, first, give 1,000 and I'll follow you back. It's all about the money. For him, it's all about the money. For these other people, it's about stopping her from continuing to be an influence of any sort on social media. And it all needs to stop because if there are other children out there who perceive that their parents are hurting them, and they see that she's over here with 10 million followers on TikTok, they think, oh, well, maybe that's the answer. That's how to take care of it. And they do the same thing.
Yeah.
It happens. People do things like that. Children don't know any better. Well, they do, but they don't because they
It'll
think,
happen. Some case will come out and the little girl will have, followed her and did all of that and kill her parents. And it'll happen. It will happen if she doesn't get off the internet.
It's the Janie got a gun story over here, right? But I just think that I just wish that it would. I wish that some other big ABC or somebody would pick this up about all of these things that are coming, but they're not. That's what's weird about it. You don't see any of these major stations picking up the story about the truth coming out and saying anything about it.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Why not? I wish I had an answer, but I don't even know where would you start.
Right.
Because it's literally called Cancel Gypsy Rose Blanchard Project. That's what it's called. That is why people are doing this.
Yeah.
It says there has been a significant public backlash and a cancel culture movement against Gypsy Rose Blanchard following her release from prison in December of 2023. I can hear myself. Ugh. Okay. Let's see what that is. I don't know how to fix that. Okay. Okay. Critics argue she is unlikable. Okay, that has to stop. Why is it doing it? Let me see. Hang on a second, okay? I'm just going to mute this and see if it makes a difference. I don't know. All right. Can you do that? I don't know. All right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Mute yourself. Sprinkle, mute yourself while I read this because I can hear myself talking. Okay, let's see if that changes it. Okay. Thank you. So critics argue she is unlikable. She has been manipulative and is being rewarded with celebrity status for her role in her mother's murder. Social media exit. Due to intense public scrutiny and criticism, Blanchard briefly deleted her public Instagram and TikTok accounts in March of 2024, stating she did a bad thing and just wanted to live a more private life. She has since returned to social media. She cannot live a private life. She doesn't know how. She does not want to. She cannot get a real job. She's afraid of work. Petitions. Several petitions have been launched on platforms like change.org demanding the cancellation of all of her media projects and an end to her ability to monetize her story. The petitions argue that continuing the platform just glorifies her manipulation and violence and sets a dangerous precedent. Absolutely does. Cancellation of her reality series. Her Lifetime reality series, Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup, has been canceled. But it was canceled too late. It should have never happened in the first place. The official reason, while reports state the show was canceled after 2 seasons due to low ratings, sources close to production suggest the reasons are far murkier. Yeah. Behind the scene issues. Emails from prisons reportedly showed Blanchard and her family violating the non-disclosure agreements, trash talking the producers. Let me get rid of this. There's something popped up there. Okay. They were trash talking the producers and and leaking information to the press, which may have led to the network terminating her contract. Her father and her stepmother could potentially face lawsuits from the network as a result. Well, go ahead and do it, please. The cancellation is a response to the controversy surrounding her public person and her actions before and after her prison release. Thank you. Yes, that's right. Now, if you go into a deeper dive of AI, which, I love to do that because it tells you all kinds of things that you don't know because it goes out and pulls all this together. So, as of late 2025, it says that it was the official, we know what the official reason was. The FOIA scandal in July of 2025 revealed these prison emails in which Blanchard and her family, okay, we noticed they did that. Media ethics. This is where it gets big. This is the big thing. The ethics, because it is an ethics situation. I don't think that any major network wants to say, oh, well, we left her on anyway. We can't make a series anyway because, everybody loves drama. No, they're not going to do that. The public sentiment shifted significantly throughout 2024 and 2025 due to several factors. The manipulation narrative, the financial fraud allegations. Online movements called for her to be banned from monetizing her story, citing the fraud committed against charities and donors during her childhood, Habitat for Humanity, and Make-A-Wish. Inconsistent accounts. They heard she was lying. They knew it. Discrepancies between her public claims and her private communications revealed in the 2025 emails leaked led to the accusations of grifting. Absolutely. Social media erasure. Blanchard has had a volatile relationship with social media since her December release. Deletions. She's deleted her accounts, right? But then she brings them right back up. Here's the big thing. Apologies. Before deactivating in 2024, she issued a TikTok apology for a lack of accountability in her initial post-prison interviews. But till this day, she still has a lack of accountability. That's the problem here. She's never going to take account. She's never going to admit. She's going to say, yeah, that happened, but she's always going to have but situation, but because of this, because of that, because she's going to always have an excuse. She's never going to be honest. Sadly, that's what's going on here. Okay, Sprinkle, can you hear me, Sprinkle? Yeah, she's right there. Come on, Sprinkle.
I can. I had to unmute.
Thank you. So, I mean, I hope this works. I hope all of this information gets out there and works. I hope that people stop following her. I mean, she's lost about 100. Well, she had 10 million. She's down to 9 million something followers on TikTok, or one of them.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, people are always going to follow her to see the train wreck that she is.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
you know. So people are, they're always going to follow her because they want to see it. They want to see it all implode.
Right. I mean, how much you want to bet that someday there'll be another TV show, but it will be the life of her daughter? What happened as her daughter was growing up? I think that's what it's going to be. It's not going to be about Gypsy. Well, I mean, that's absolutely about Gypsy, but it's going to be how the trauma affected her and her daughter. That's what I think it's going to be about. Yeah. Because that, again, will sell. People, people want to. Oh boy.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah.
It's really, it's just so out of control. It is. It really is. But I think the worst of it all is not only, Dee Dee lost her life, and that can never be changed. But the patheticness, absolutely patheticness of Go to John it's just, that is so mind blowing.
Heartbreaking.
It is.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Imagine how he feels sitting there every day knowing that his mother is gone because of this. His mother took her own life.
I know.
I guess she could not live with her son being in prison forever. I don't know. But
yeah, that would be hard. That would be hard. I don't know that I could do that,
Right.
Yeah, and there's, when these crimes are committed, the net of grief goes so deep. It goes beyond the victims. There are so many other people that are affected by these crimes. It's just, the net is just so wide.
I like how you put that, the net of grief. That's right. It is a net of grief. Yeah. That sounds good.
It goes beyond just the victims of the crime, and people don't realize that, friends, family, other family, it just continues and continues and continues. Had this not happened, who knows? Maybe his mom did have some situation going on where this could have happened, or this could have totally set her over the edge. Had this not happened, maybe she would still be alive. Who's to say? Nobody's to say.
Well, in any one of these crimes, the generational trauma. Look at these kids. Again, we've talked about Colby Ryan. We've talked about Letitia's daughter. They're just, and the list goes on and on.
Right.
It's so hard for me. Then you also have, look at the story where the kids are standing behind their father. What is this one? He's been retried a couple of times. Who is it? I know you know who it is. Oh, geez. They still to this day don't
Barry Morphew. Barry Morphew.
Yeah, they don't want to believe that their father did this. They just don't want to believe it.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that is self-preservation.
Could be.
I think it's subconscious self-preservation, because the devastation that it would be to accept the fact that your dad murdered your mother would be twofold from the devastation of just her being murdered. So I think the brain just kind of takes over, and it does what it can to preserve it. So, and maybe the same thing with Chad's kids too. They're just not strong enough to accept the fact of what he did, how devastating that would be for them to know, or to accept the fact that he murdered their mom. I think the body and the brain does just some incredible things at times, and I really believe that's a protection.
Yeah, it's just like a trauma response. I'm going to get Chad Daybell's appeal. I'm going to get his appeal. I'm going to try to get his appeal, and we're going to see if we can go over his appeal, because what comes out in these appeals are things that we don't hear and see. So I think that's why
Right.
it's always interesting to read them and just get down to the bottom of some of the other things that's happened that we don't know about, and then make some informed decisions. Is he part of it? Is he not part of it? Is he lying? Is she lying? Whatever it is. So I'm going to get
Right.
that. But anyway, we've been on for almost 2 hours, and I'm going to let you go. I know you've got an exciting evening. I got to get to the grocery store myself and get some stuff, because we're going to have enchilada dinner on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yum.
Because we're always going to go. We're going to go to the movies on Christmas Day. Weird, huh?
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
Just go to Alamo Theater, where they feed you and give you drinks, and I mean, it's just a great
Oh,
experience.
that's awesome. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Well, you have a great afternoon. I'll talk to you later. Be safe out there. Be careful out there, and
Okay.
Famously. Yeah. Hug your babies,
All
everybody. See
right.
you later.
And
Bye.
what do we say? And hug your
Yep,
babies. Alrighty.
That's
Bye.
damn right. Bye.